Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really a free throw merchant? Mac Mula is about to break it down. Welcome to Mac Mula Sports. Over here we do reactions, we do commentaries, we do videos, everything sports. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. For all my fans that already know who I am, I appreciate y'all. I don't even like calling y'all fans. All my squad members, appreciate y'all. This is one of my first videos on the channel, getting into it, man. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this pretty much every day because I love talking sports. Let's get it.
If Shai is allowed to use his off arm, you hope they'll allow us to at least have some impact with his body. You know, it goes both ways. But that being said, the guy is so hard to guard regardless because he is a foul artist. He's an amazing player.
Whoa.
Foul artist?
That's a big statement coming from an NBA head coach. Denver and OKC has been one amazing series, but as it often is when the Thunder play, a lot of post-game conversation is about free throws. Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander actually a foul merchant? And did his style of play impact the outcome of this series?
These are
more
fouls.
Than the other tactical factors?
These are these are fouls. Like, before I get into the full video, I'm gonna explain how I feel about SGA. Is he a foul merchant? No. Does he know how to get fouled? Yes. Just like every other great player ever in the league. If you do simple fucking research, you will see that last year, 2024-2025 season, he averaged just about the same amount of free throws as Michael Jordan did for his career, as LeBron James does for his career, as Kobe Bryant does for his career, just to name 3 people. It's not that big of a difference. It's not like he's getting fouled 8 more times than, you know what I'm saying? He's not even the leading. Do you realize that he's not even the leading free throw attempt player in the league right now? It's Luka. But you don't hear people having this narrative about Luka. Even though Luka puts up crazy numbers, he complains to the refs every day, all day. He gets fouled more than, you know what I'm saying, more than SGA. He shoots more free throws. He still doesn't get called a free throw merchant like SGA does. But yeah, I don't feel like SGA is a foul. I'm going to talk about it more as the video plays, but I don't think so, bro. I think he just knows how to get fouled. If you look at the statistics, he drives more than any other player. He drives to the basket more than the whole team sometimes that he playing against. You know what I'm saying? So if you drive to the basket more, you're going to get fouled more, bro. It's just simple mathematics. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think that he gets fouled more than they actually call it, but because he's labeled a free throw merchant, they don't want to give him too many calls.
All the calls and the non-calls against Shai, and I think I found something interesting. First of all, this conversation has been going on for quite a while now. Foul drawing is a huge part of SGA's game. He's a master at that. But I think there's nothing wrong with that, and it wasn't a huge story of these playoffs until this moment. This is the play that created all.
You didn't jump straight up. You bumped him while he was shooting the ball. That's a foul, bro.
The controversy. In Game 4, OKC are trying to target Jamal Murray. Pick comes, Shai rejects it, beats Brown, and meets Jokic at the rim for an and one. Questionable call, right? As you can see on the replay, Shai is going straight into the body of Jokic, looking for the contact first, and only then shooting the prayer. Okay, maybe Jokic is not entirely in his own cylinder as he moves forward just a tiny bit, but the interesting part about this call is that it's the furthest official making this whistle. And I mean, what can you do if an offensive player drives straight into your chest? I mean, it's very easy to see why Jokic gets mad here. And when a basketball genius is mad, something's about to happen. The Serbian realizes what kind of whistle Shai just got. He also realizes there is a 2-for-1 opportunity here. So he decides to ask for the ball immediately, attack Hartenstein straight into his body, exactly just how
that's just nowhere near the same thing, bro. Are you blind? Are we watching the same fucking
it's
footage?
The furthest official.
That man, Jokic came over there and put his body on him. He stopped him in front of him, which you cannot do, bro. You can't do unless your feet are set. Do y'all not know basketball?
Making this whistle.
And then look at the next play.
Ball immediately, attack Hartenstein
is not
straight
in his way. Hartenstein is literally moving out of his way.
Exactly just how Shai did. He gets the same foul called as Isaiah has his right hand in there, but the basket is not valid somehow. Jokic has his palm under the ball, which should be a continuation, same as with the foul Shai just got. Anyway, let me know if you agree in the comment section down below, but I don't think either of these calls should be whistled in the playoffs where we see so much physicality.
In the playoffs, I say let both of them slide. I'm a ref.
But okay, let's look at some other questionable calls Shai got in Game 4. He misses the first shot here, gets the second chance, goes up, and boom, it's a foul. Denver players are in disbelief because Julian Strawther is vertical here. You can see SGA jumping into him, then maybe Strawther catches a piece of the hand, but the whistle comes only after SGA misses a layup. And that's the tricky part here.
I don't like that when it happens to no player. Like, don't wait until I jump up, shoot a layup, and you see the foul, or it wasn't a foul in your head until you see me miss, and now it's a foul. I don't like when they do that to nobody. So I'm with you on that one.
The missed shot may have impacted the ref's decision here by a little bit. I mean, they were like, okay, how can Shai miss a wide open layup? Then we have the last possession of the first quarter, and it's Shai versus Peyton Watson. Jokic comes to double from left, so he goes right, shoulders into Watson, and at the moment of contact, Watson has his arms extended. So how is this 2 free throws exactly? Yeah, it's a sideways contact, but there is no chance of getting this contact chest to chest. So if you are calling it this way, there should probably be a foul on every possession in the playoffs. Here is one more questionable call from Game 3. In semi-transition, he is against Brown. This time he goes left. Brown has a little bit of his arms in front, so Shai uses his off arm to brush them off,
put that arm
and
in there,
it's a whistle. Come on, guys. Really now? Is this the amount of physicality we are allowing in NBA playoffs?
Bro, this is all I'm about to say about this shit. They have been doing this for the last 15 years. The league has been soft. Don't just try to make it seem like SGA is like this almighty. We've seen this happen with Luka, James Harden, LeBron James, nigga. How many, like, I can go, if I sit down and really do the research, how many players have I seen get all these foul calls? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the league is soft. But I don't like how y'all nigga be trying to make it seem like SGA is getting all the calls and nobody else is getting the calls. That's what I don't like about it. Because the whole fucking league is soft. You can't blow on no damn body. Foul. You feel me? Like, the whole league is soft. I don't know when it got like that. I don't know why it got like that. I wish it wasn't like that. But if I'm Shai, if I'm in the league, right? And I know the league soft as hell. So every time one of these niggas touch me, I'm gonna jump and do some shit and shoot the ball, and they gonna call a foul. That's y'all fault, gang. Don't be mad at me because I'm taking advantage of the same rules that y'all got, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Of course, Shai is insanely great at where and when he picks up the ball. However, the most free throws Shai got was in Game 2 with 11. And this clip was by far the most interesting. 1v1 versus Watson, Shai explodes right, but instead of going all the way, he slows down, goes sideways looking for a contact himself.
Look at the hand.
He finds it, gets free throws, and here I agree with the Nuggets players throwing their hands in disbelief. Okay, but that's part of Shai's greatness. He's not doing that all day, every day. He's very methodical in picking
his... I was just about to get on that too. Like, and you know, I don't like how people try to make it seem like he's only successful or he's only MVP or he's only great because he knows how to get fouled or because he gets a lot of calls. That's nowhere near the case. And if you actually watch the game, which people don't do, most people do not watch the game. They just watch the highlights or see a post, go in the comments, everybody call him a free throw merchant. He is a free throw merchant. You know what I'm saying? And they push that narrative. But if you watch his games, he is cooking niggas. He cooking their ass on hot grease with avocado oil, man. He cooking their ass. Yeah, he gets some calls, but 11 free throws, if you really talk about it, 11 free throws is only like 5 calls, which is only like five or maybe 6 free throw calls. I know some are and one, so, but 11 free throws, that's maybe 1.5 a quarter. He plays the whole damn game damn near. I don't think that's outrageous. You know, we seen Michael Jordan get calls. We seen Kobe get calls, James Harden. Steph, right? Nobody says anything about the fact that Draymond Green was setting illegal screens for Steph they whole championship run. The whole time they was a dynasty, he was eating off of illegal screens. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says nothing about the Philadelphia Eagles in football who do the tush push, but it's a false start every damn time. Like, people are always going to find ways to abuse and get over on the rules or, little loopholes and stuff like that. These people are just mad at him for doing it, when y'all have the freedom to do the same thing.
Spots to do that. Overall, I don't think his play style hurts the game. It is more a question about the consistency from the refs to keep the refereeing
Look at his
line
hands.
as
Come
similar
on, bro. That's not a foul
as possible.
Look at him. Every time this nigga get fouled, come on,
about
bro.
The consistency from the refs to keep the refereeing line as similar as possible on both sides of the court. But basically, these were the plays that started the conversation after games 3 and 4. In the successful game 5 for OKC at home, Shai got only 6 free throws. But if you are a Denver fan, you are probably questioning that one with the game tied at 100 late in the fourth quarter. Shai is an ISO against Murray. He uses his shoulder to create separation and steps back for a shot.
That's a foul, bro. You cannot step
Murray,
into him
he
like
uses
that,
his shoulder to
Now, was that a push off? I'll tell you why it's not a push
late
off.
in the fourth quarter. Shai is an ISO against Murray. He
Look at his elbow.
Uses
his elbow's tucked in. He comes in right here. He does not all the way extend. He stops. If you stop before your elbow starts to extend, it's not a push off. But if you jump all the way into him like that, when you see his shot, bro, that's a foul, gang. You cannot complain about that, bro. Look where you at.
Back for a shot.
That's a foul. It's in the rule book that you cannot jump into you have to give them landing room.
Now, from Denver's POI, you might look at Shai extending his legs a bit, but Jamal Murray jumps to contest from the free throw line and lands way further in front in Shai's vertical cylinder, making this a correct call in my eyes. Actually, there were more correct calls in Shai's favor and some great non-calls in Denver's favor throughout this series. Let's examine them all. In game 4, in transition this time, Shai sees Christian Braun as the only man to beat. He tries to go right. We see Braun reaching out his hands in front trying to stop SGA, and that's a correct whistle in my eyes. Yes, Braun gets elbowed in the face too in the process, but only after the initial contact is made, so no criminal here.
Another last L wasn't even no elbow for real, bro. If that man, y'all
call in my eyes in the fourth quarter of game 4. Although it took Shai curiously long to back Murray down here, but before Shai rises up, we see Jamal reaching for the ball with his right hand. He's not able to strip it. That's a lot of contact on the hand, and Shai immediately raises up knowing he will get 2 free throws. However, after those 2 freebies, OKC went scoreless for 3 minutes straight in the fourth quarter. Denver are in their zone defense here, and Shai drives left. Braun gets all ball here. It is loose for a moment, and Westbrook is sprinting to reach it first. But SGA manages to grab it, and of course, Russell's shoulder bump is whistled as a foul correctly. Here in game 5 later, for example, Shai earns 2 more freebies since Michael Porter Jr. extends his arm into his body as the Canadian starts to drive.
If you gonna play defense, nigga, play defense. It's not 1994 no more, bro. You can't hand check. Get your fucking hand out of there, bro. But don't be mad at me when you put your hand in there and I go shoot while your hand's still there, nigga. That's a foul, bro. That's a foul. If you can't guard them with your chest, nigga, then get your ass out the way and let somebody who can guard them guard them.
And there's nobody better in the league to recognize the push in real time. So looking at the broad picture of all the series, I thought Shai was not exaggerating the contact too much, and the refs were pretty solid too. Here's some more proof.
And in all these clips, show me where he's flopping. I don't see him flopping, like overly flopping, like somebody touching, oh, my neck, I'm bleeding, look, the fake blood. Like, I don't see him overly doing that, bro. I feel like LeBron was flopping more. But LeBron had low-key had a reason to flop too, because shit, he big as hell, and y'all ain't calling the calls on him because he big, and y'all feel like, oh, it ain't, nigga, that's a foul. I don't give a fuck how big he is.
It's to back Brown down here, goes for a right-handed hook. Christian is physical but vertical, and the ref stays silent.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what I want to see as a neutral NBA fan in the playoffs.
Good no call.
In transition here, this time in game 3, Shai tries to lean into the defender's body twice here, probably a reason for his miss. On the first contact, Najee holds arms on Shai, but extends them ASAP, and I believe this is a great non-call, exactly how the game should be officiated. Also, there was another super important non-call in the series in the clutch. With the score tied at 102 in game 3, Shai is isolated against Brown for the win. Keep in mind, he has missed 6 straight field goals until this moment. He attacks Christian's top leg and picks up his dribble early, feeling Christian close. Some thought he was trying to draw a foul here on a possible game winner, but the refs don't bite, and it's a wonderful non-call.
Good no call.
But in Shai's defense, I don't think he was trying to grift a foul here. Gordon is sitting in a gap very closely to him one pass away, so he has to pick up the ball early here just to make sure Aaron does not swipe it away from him. That is my thinking, but I guess we will never know. Last but not least, we could have 2 more different conversation points regarding referees and fouling in the series. First one would be contact on and off the ball. Keep in mind what you just saw called as a foul. And now watch how Caruso is holding Jokic, trying to prevent a lower catch near the rim. Or here in game 5, there was a ridiculous, to say the least, offensive foul for Jokic. Jalen Williams has his arm extended all the way, preventing Nikola from moving, and somehow this is an offensive foul? I feel like NBA refs were solid in the series, but sometimes they just act super weirdly, man. Okay,
that was a no call, or I don't know if they could do this, but like as a ref, I feel like I should just be able to, hey, stop that shit. Y'all stop that shit. Calm that shit down, all right? Play ball. Go. I feel like they should be able to do that and like just have a reset. Not necessarily, it don't have to be a take, it don't have to be a foul. Just, hey, stop that shit, bro.
Have an
or double foul
explanation for this one, but even I don't fancy this explanation. The allowed level of physicality against a perimeter player and against a big guy who is a post-up player are just different.
They're different.
Because we all see how a little push sometimes is enough against Shai to blow the whistle. But Hartenstein
I was just about to say that. They don't call post players and big men, they don't referee them the same. You know, for whatever reason they don't. And I don't necessarily agree with it because yeah, I'm big and he big, but if he pushed me, bro, while I'm shooting the ball, that's a foul, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how big I am, you know?
Push Jokic way more here on a post-up, creating these narratives about refereeing supporting OKC more and Shai griefing for fouls. Or here, watch how OKC are preventing Jokic from getting the ball in cross-screen action almost the entire series.
I don't think that was a foul.
Maybe that is part of the reason why NBA
that wasn't necessarily a foul, I don't think.
Or here,
I think that was just smart
how
loophole.
OKC are preventing Jokic from getting the ball in cross-screen action almost the entire series. Maybe that is part of the reason why NBA is guard-oriented nowadays, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
However, to sum up this entire video and this series, I think, yes, there were some calls in the favor of SGA, but I don't see any big crime here that has impacted this series.
And that's all I'm saying.
And after seeing all the calls and the non-calls he got, do you agree with me? Or are you still leaning towards Denver's side?
No, I think people be getting their ass bust and making stupid ass mistakes, and they just want to use that as an excuse, you know, to say like we're not getting the same calls he's getting. Like, okay, that has nothing to do with the reason why you're losing the game, though. You know what I'm saying? If y'all tied, if you both teams are tied going into the fourth quarter, and it's not if both teams tied at the fourth quarter and Shai goes up for a 3-pointer and it was a terrible call, but they called it a foul, and then you want to go to the press conference and be like, that was a horrible call. I understand that because that call cost you the game. But y'all, I'll be saying it'd be a lot of intricate other reasons why teams be losing to OKC, and then they just blame it on the fact that Shai get some calls. Like, let's just do a quick research, right? Who shot the most free throws this season? Oh, it just changed to Luka. So Luka might have just, SGA might have just overtook Luka. Let's see. Oh no, it's still Luka. It's still Luka. Player free throw stats. Free throws attempted per game. He's averaging almost a full one whole extra free throw. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't get called. They don't call him a free throw merchant. Nobody. You don't see anybody in the press conference saying Luka gets all the calls. Luka gets all the. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. Now, what I do think is crazy is the fact that it seems like the second most is about 8. So I see Paolo gets 8. So if Paolo gets 8 and SGA gets 9, so he shoots one more free throw per game. I don't even know how to say his name. He gets about the same free throws as SGA. 9.2 versus 9.4. That's the biggest I see right here is 9.2, other than the top two. So if he averages 9.2 free throws per game, okay, and SGA averages 9.4, but you don't call him a free throw merchant, or Luka a free throw merchant who averages more, I don't understand what the problem is. Now, let's do some more research, shall we? What was the most free throw attempts averaged by LeBron James in his career? LeBron averaged 10.3 free throws per game during the 2005-2006 season. His highest average was higher in 2008-2009 postseason runs. He averaged 13.5. Y'all didn't call him. Y'all call him the greatest of all time. If you let y'all tell it, I think it's Michael Jordan, but I think LeBron is up there. So as a regular season, he's averaged 10. In the playoffs, where they say they let them play more, right? Remember, the playoffs, they say they let them play more. So in the playoffs, his highest average is 13 per game. Most in a single game, he had 28 assists in most of the game. Now, if we do this, remember these numbers. Let's take this exact same thing. Let's over here and paste it. And let's put SGA. See, the great thing about AI is you can get answers for things. And these are all facts, okay? So he established himself as a high free throw shooter. His highest attempts per season is 9. So in a softer league, he averages one less free throw attempt per game than LeBron did at his height. Now let's take the same thing and let's do Kobe. Kobe, 10. Again, a whole extra more free throw than SGA's highest average. You see where I'm going with this? So that's the thing where I wanted to, I don't think SGA is a free throw merchant. I think he knows how to get fouled. I think he knows how to take advantage of the game and take advantage of the other team's mistakes, but I don't think he's a free throw merchant. I think free throw merchant says, man, if you take them free throws away, his ass really trash. He'll be averaging 17 points a game if y'all didn't give him them calls. No. Because it go back to games where he only had 4, 5, 6 free throw attempts, and he still got 34 on your fucking head, bro. You know what I'm saying? He only averages... He averages 8 free throws made per game. 8. So that he hits 8 points. Okay? He's averaging 31 points. So even if you never give him even if he drops down, let's say what we see Donovan Mitchell has 6 free throws attempts. Who else? Jalen Brunson has about 6 free throw attempts and he gets 5. So even if you give him Jalen Brunson numbers and you take away 3 of the points that he gets from these free throws, he's still averaging 20. What is that? Take away 3 points. He's averaging 28, damn near 29 points a game. Even if you give him the average player here where you see 5s, you know what I'm saying? You see 5s, you see 6s, you see 4s, you see 5s per game, 5. Julius Randle has 5 per game. So even if you give him Julius Randle free throw makes, and you take away 3 of those points, he's still averaging damn near 29 points a game. So what are we really talking about? I just don't like the narrative that they trying to push to make it seem like he's only scoring, he's only busting these niggas' ass because he gets these fake free throw calls, and that's just simply not the case.